In our other lectures, we have focused on expected topics related to space, technology, culture and heritage. In this section, we would focus specifically on science and the latest developments which are really important for your prelims 2024. So some of the expected topics that we would understand here. Now COVID, which was declared as a national emergency, as an international emergency, that COVID emergency concept has now been declared over by WHO. So World Health Organization considers COVID no more as a emergency scenario, right? The next is a very important concept, extremely important this time, which is sickle cell anemia and the new gene therapy under sickle cell anemia. So sickle cell anemia is an inherited blood disorder in which the blood cells become crescent in shape. Now two of the therapies have been identified, Casgevy and Lyfgenia. Casgevy is a technology which has won the Nobel Prize, and this is focusing on the CRISPR gRNA editing tool. This has been approved by the UK drug regulator and is considered as the first gene editing treatment to be marketed in a country by any case. So the Casgevy becomes a very important concept, and CRISPR gene focusing on the therapeutic ideas for sickle cell anemia have been a landmark discovery. The next is, so far we believe that there is only one stem through which all the population has evolved. However, studies have now shown that our ancestors actually migrated from Africa, and they migrated from various different pockets. Now, it's not just one common lineage that could be attributed, and this lineage has been classified under stem 1 and stem 2. So another important topic that you must cover. Malaria vaccine was in 2021 identified as RTSS-AS01. However, recently we have identified another malaria vaccine, which is R21 Matrix-M, and malaria vaccines are really important because in Africa itself nearly 500,000 children die of malaria, and therefore treating malaria and bringing in a vaccination for malaria is really a really matter of concern. The next is, another interesting landmark discovery has been made where two male cells have been used to create a mice, and this mice has a normal longevity and has a normal reproductive capability. However, the two father cells which have been used for making the egg is actually making the egg from the skin cells. So a very interesting landmark discovery where without a female there has been a reproduction cycle which has been completed where only two male cells have been used, and this has been genetically engineered to create the egg from the skin cells. So this experiment has recently taken place on mice. The next important topic is bedbug infection. Now, bedbug was previously a very common phenomena. However, a global resurgence has been seen. It started with Paris, where in hotels, hospitals, trains, transports, everywhere there was a bedbug infestation. However, later on this was found in Seoul, in Hong Kong as well, and now it is being found that many of the countries and cities where there has been intermingling of population and a global movement have witnessed this bedbug infestation, and these bedbugs are a result because they are highly resistant to insecticides. So another important topic that you must know. Scientists are now able to create X-ray from a single atom. So far, they required nearly 10,000 atoms with which X-ray could be actually identified or analyzed. But this is a landmark discovery again which could bring in path-breaking reforms. The next is the Livermore Laboratory in California. We have covered this topic extensively in a separate video. So fusion reaction was successful with a capability to generate 89% more energy than was utilized, and nearly 192 lasers were required to bombard the hydrogen, and this was by creating a fusion reaction. The next is first lab grown meat, which is what is called as cultured meat. It is not in the livestock industry, so it is away from all kinds of carbon emissions, pollution issues, and this cultured meat has been grown in laboratories and is now permitted to be sold in United States market, the second country after Singapore to allow it. And this lab grown meat is actually developed in the lab from living animals. So again, an important path breaking discovery. So those are some of the important topics in the field of science that we have covered. In the next sessions we would cover another important segments expected for your upcoming prelims examinations. Stay tuned.